Hey folks, it's Kurt from Whitetails Deer Hunting, and tonight I want to sit down and go through with you guys the main camera that I use to self-film all of my deer hunts. I've been self-filming for about 4 years and started out real simply with just my phone and a handy cam, and that worked just to get started to see whether or not I was really interested in doing this. And after a couple of years I was hooked, so I spent the money to get a GoPro and I spent the money to get a decent camera that's a step above a handy cam. I bought this Canon Vixia HF G70 2 years ago. At the end of this video, I'll leave a detailed list in the description down below going through all the specific items that I talked about in this video, and also links to Amazon if there's anything you're interested in purchasing. I've been using this camera for 2 seasons now, and I will tell you, it's definitely stepped up my game. The 4K video quality is excellent. The camera is really pretty sturdy, and with the ability to be able to add a Lanc remote to it and make it smoother to turn the camera on and off and zoom in and out, it's really made a difference in me having the ability to be able to create better videos to put on YouTube. The first thing that I had to do was go out and find a stable camera arm. So I purchased the stiff arm from 4th Arrow, and I've been really pleased with it. It is stable. It's got a really solid base that you take a look at here with a strap that works really well. It is a ratchet strap, so I do have to go very slowly when I'm in a tree to make sure it's not clicking loudly when I'm in the woods, but I really haven't had much difficulty with it just going super slow. If you look closely at both the base and the arm, you'll see that I use some black hockey tape and also some Strato camo stealth strips to go ahead and reduce noise or sound in case it gets banged around, either climbing up the tree or once I'm getting up into the stand. I did have it once prior to doing this, metal on metal, and it was a pretty loud sound that reverberated out through the woods. Along with my 4th Arrow camera arm and base, I also bought this SmallRig fluid head, model number CH10, and this fluid head is plenty big enough to be able to take this larger camera and be able to move and pan right and left and up and down without a problem. One of the things that I like most about this is when you're self-filming and a deer comes in front of you, it's downward from being in a tree stand. If you let go of your camera, it'll slowly sink down. But these have adjustment knobs on them so that when I go ahead and decide that I've got a deer coming in that I want to shoot, I just simply take this adjustment knob right here, I adjust it or tighten it up a little bit, and then now adjusting that knob, the camera will stay at that angle so that it does not fall forward when I'm trying to get video of the deer, not holding the camera, but just holding my bow to get ready to take a shot. I also have purchased a new carbon tripod, which really helps steady the camera when I'm hunting from the ground behind my ghillie blind. Along with that, I went ahead and got a Rode VideoMicro shotgun microphone, which has really improved the quality of the sound. The camera itself takes pretty good sound, but just having this Rode microphone increased it probably a good 5 or 10 times better than what it was prior. After 2 years working with a handy cam and having to reach up onto the handy cam to turn it on and to zoom in and out and hit record, with this camera it has a port that I could buy a Lanc remote to be able to plug in, and this Lanc remote goes on the end of the arm of your tripod, and what it does is it reduces the amount of vibration in the video instead of having to touch the camera, so that I can turn it on, so I can hit record, and then I can zoom in and out only by touching the arm and not having to touch the camera, and it's really improved the quality of my videos. Other essentials that I have are batteries. I've got 3 of the Batmax BP828 batteries, which are heavy duty batteries. They last about an hour and a half to an hour 45 minutes each. And I make sure that I have 3 of them so I have extras, and I also make sure that middle of the day, if I'm doing a morning and an afternoon hunt, that I charge them, and every night I charge them back up. Having quality SD cards is really important. I use the SanDisk Extreme Pro 128 gigabyte, and I have 2 of these because this camera holds 2 of them. I've never been in a situation being out there for a day in which I've even filled 1 of these cards up, let alone 2 of them. But it is nice to have both of them there in case you have an issue with 1 of the 2. You can swap them out right there while they're already in the camera. And when I'm talking about charging, I've got this USB charger port and also have this Batmax battery charger that's set up specifically for the 828. That way, if I'm even out in the field at a hotel or in a campground, I can go ahead and get these charged up as well. The last thing that I have here is a toiletry bag, and it's got a couple of pockets here for the batteries to go in. The other side's got a zipper pocket to put anything small that you're worried about dropping in there. And the camera fits in there, the microphone fits in there, the batteries, everything that I need is in here other than the actual base and 4th arrow arm. And that way it's just a lot easier to get up into the tree, have 1 bag to open and slowly pull stuff out and get your camera gear set up. In summary, this Canon HF G70 video camera is exactly what I need to film my hunts. In addition, with the extra batteries, the Lanc remote, the microphone, the 4th arrow arm and base, and the new carbon tripod that I've purchased, all of these things have helped to improve the quality of the 4K videos that I'm putting out on YouTube. And I'm real excited to get back out in the field again next year and continue to tweak things to improve my videos in the future. All I ask of you guys is do research. Find out what you want to do to self-film. Find out what level you want to get into, whether it's just using your phone or getting an action camera like the GoPro I have, or maybe even a middle level camera like I'm using with this Canon Vixia, or you can go the professional route and you can pay to have that guy sitting in the tree stand next to you so you can simply pay attention to the hunt and the shot you're going to have as the deer comes in. This is Kurt from Whitetails Deer Hunting, hoping that you guys learned something from this video and hoping that you guys can go out and you can find the camera equipment that's right to best film your hunts. Hope you guys have a great night. See ya. Keep an eye out for my next video. I'm currently having an issue with this Canon Vixia HF G70. I'm hoping I can get it resolved, and maybe there's somebody out there who's had a similar problem that can help me out.